Hey Leos, welcome to your Aquarius season reading. We will tap in to see how you can embrace your individuality over the next few weeks. So starting out with the energy surrounding this reading, we have to the sea, and let's pull another and see what other energies we have surrounding our Leo collective for their Aquarius season reading. What else is going on with my Leo collective? And we have action. Okay, so starting out with the energy that's surrounding this reading for you guys, we have to the sea and we have action. So to the sea can represent a couple of things. Either it's someone who's just kind of floating, they're drifting, they don't really have much direction or aim right now. And it's sort of hard to get your bearings. If you think about, the sea, the ocean, it's like this vast, vast thing, right? And if you are stuck in the middle of it, you can't see land. Sometimes it's hard to figure out which part, like where the sky ends and where the sea begins. And it's just this sort of blank canvas. The other interpretation that we can have for it is that someone is embarking on this brand new adventure. And based on the energy that's coming through, I do think that a lot of you all fall into that second category, especially when we have the action card paired with it. So this is really about making some sort of move, making some sort of decision, taking steps in a certain direction. And so what I feel is that during this Aquarius season for my Leos, that there is this sense that you are going to be embarking on something new. Almost like an opportunity that's so big, that's so vast that you might not have been able to even envision it for yourself. It's almost like, wow, I don't know if I could have dreamed this big. So if you're thinking about doing something, if there's, something that's been tickling you in the back of your brain, then this might be a good time to start exploring that, to take advantage of that little spark that's been lit inside of you, because it does seem like the opportunities are endless. And as I'm saying this, I almost feel out of breath because it's almost overwhelming. So let's get into some tarot and see what other messages, wow, those came out quick, other messages we get for you. So your Aquarius season overall, which is super interesting, we have the Four of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. And so what this feels like is that there is a shakeup a little bit in your foundation. And that's not to say that it's a bad one, but it's going to feel a little bit off balance. It's going to feel a little bit off kilter. So the Four of Wands is really a gateway card. It's the 1111 card. It symbolizes happiness, excitement, friendship, joy, but more than anything, the starting of building a good foundation for you for all of that. And the Ace of Pentacles is typically about new opportunities coming in, particularly when it comes to tangible things, finances, careers, things of that nature. And so this is interesting because you are building this foundation, but it feels like initially it's not going to it's almost like you're going to be wondering, well, how the hell am I going to make something out of this? Like, how is this going to lend itself to more money, more abundance? And I don't think that you're going to be able to see that immediately. I do think that with this building, that this opportunity to start making more money, to get greater stability is going to come, but it's not going to be readily apparent up front when it sort of presents itself to you. Hopefully that makes sense. But what it is that you can do to explore your individuality, to embrace it and take advantage of this opportunity, we have the Star card. So the Star is really a card of dreaming. It's about opportunity. It's about potential. It's about sort of letting your mind soar, right? Thinking about your wildest dreams. So what I don't want you guys to do is to limit yourself in terms of your thinking. or in terms of opportunities that start opening up for you. Of course, you should do your due diligence to make sure that it's a good fit for you. But if it's something that sounds interesting to you and it's something that's sort of out of your comfort zone a little bit, that you hadn't really thought about trying before, think about giving yourself an opportunity to do so. And don't sort of box yourself in to what you've just been doing or what other people expect from you. Because again, there's this whole big, vast world out there that seems to be waiting for you to explore. So don't limit yourself. And look, we have the Ten of Wands in reverse to clarify. So the Ten of Wands, when it's upright, is really about being burdened by something. It's almost as if you have limited movement because you have so much on your back, because you have been carrying something with you. And I think that for a lot of my Leos out there, you may have been weighed down by other people's expectations, or weighed down with sort of being where you are in life for so long that you haven't necessarily thought about what possibilities exist beyond that. And so combined with the Star card, I think that the best way for you to take advantage of this and sort of live in your own individual truth is for you to not limit yourself based on your own expectations or other people's expectations. But now is the time to just sort of let your mind run, open yourself up to new and different opportunities. So an expectation from other people that you might want to ignore, since we talked about, expectations kind of holding you where you are right now. I think that other people sort of expect for you to not make a decision. We have the Two of Swords in reverse. It's almost like analysis paralysis, like, oh, they're not going anywhere. Leo's an overthinker. They're not going to do it. They're not going to follow through. And I think that at some point you are going to have to prove them wrong. Like, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go in this direction. It's this choice between, staying where you are and sort of moving forward. We have that clarified by the Nine of Cups in reverse. And so this is interesting because it really feels like people expect you to stay stuck, even though you're not particularly happy where you are right now. Like there seems to be this desire for something more, but because you've been where you are for so long, I think people just sort of expect you to stay in that place. Like, yeah, they may not be over the moon, but they're okay. They're fine. And it's like, from Leo's perspective, it's like, I'm not fine. I'm not okay. I want more. I want to do more. And so if other people have those expectations of you, that's fine. I don't think that has any bearing on what it is that you decide, or it shouldn't anyway, because this is something that you have to carry with you. And so figuring out the path that's best for you, independent of other people's thoughts, is probably something that you should look into doing right now. So the best way for you to sort of stay true to yourself, to embrace who you are and your individuality throughout Aquarius season, we have the Two of Cups in reverse, and we also have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. And so I think that this is a bit of a gentle reminder from the universe that if you fight fate, if you sort of rebuke and reject the opportunities and the signals and the openings that are coming your way, you are not going to find yourself living a life that you love. You are not going to be a good partner with the universe. It's almost as if, that old story about the man who was like caught in a flood or whatever, and he was standing on his roof in like, the universe in a boat. And he was like, no, it's okay. The universe will take care of me. And then, somebody sent like a helicopter. He was like, no, the universe got me. And then the man died, and he's like at the pearly gates and whatnot. He's like, what the hell happened? And like Spirit's like, bruh, I sent you a boat, I sent you a helicopter, you ain't want either one of them. So what am I supposed to do? So I feel like Spirit is saying, please don't ignore what we're sending your way, because this is going to help you be the co-creator of the life that you want, of these big dreams that you have, of being able to explore this vast ocean that's in front of you. But you're going to have to act on it. You're going to have to be the one who takes those steps towards it. Now, what your inner voice wants you to know. Okay. What we have for you is the Six of Pentacles in reverse, and we also have the Eight of Swords. And so I think that this feeling of imbalance that you may experience, or this uncertainty as these opportunities come your way, there's no need for you to be stuck, right? And we saw this with the expectations that other people have, that you're not going to be able to make decisions, that you're not going to make the choices that are right for you, that you're going to stay where you are. This is a reminder that you are not stuck, especially with the Eight of Swords. No matter how strange things feel, as long as they don't feel bad, it's worth exploring. So you know deep down what feels good to you, what feels bad to you. There is no reason for you to be stuck. This Eight of Swords is the sort of the card that shows that you're in your own way. You're not as trapped as you think. You do not have to stay in this one place. And so I think your inner voice is trying to tell you that with all of these opportunities that are going to be coming your way, you have full control over taking them. And if you're a little bit fearful, it's okay to be cautious. Like, that's not a bad thing at all. But this is going to require you doing, again, your due diligence, making sure that it's right for you, even if it's something that you haven't explored before. If it doesn't feel bad, give it a chance and see what happens, because that could be the gateway to something bigger and something bigger and something bigger, and something that you'll ultimately love. And another message that we have from Spirit for you: reevaluate your priorities. So thinking about what's important to you, what it is that you truly, truly want out of your own life. So again, you've been carrying around this burden for a while, and now you're ready to release it. You're ready to start exploring your dreams. And when these opportunities come towards you, it's going to be up to you to figure out whether or not it looks like they'll align with what it is that you want. Not in the short term, but, a few months from now or a few years from now. Is it going to be something that's important to you then? Is it going to be worth putting your time and effort and energy into right now to make sure that it's a part of your foundation for the future? And how important is it? Is it more important for you to listen to other people and sort of align with their expectations? Or is it going to be a priority for you to make sure that you create a life that you truly love? It's going to be entirely up to you, Leos. So that's what I got for you guys. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next one.